All right, we should be live. What is up, everyone? Oh, I do not have the music going yet. I need to tweet this out as well. What's up? What's up? Let's see. We have some people early in the chat. We had Coalition Gaming, Jack Master 2, Yasir Sehami, Neon John, It's Unbroken, Cohen Jax, as well as Jason Padilla, Raphael Bernabroke. Hopefully I said that right. Dave Collins, Christopher Arellano, as well as Winter, Lucifer. What's up? What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Happy New Year, since the last video I posted was right before, it was on New Year's Eve, actually. It was for the merch announcement, but I haven't put out any content since then, so this is the first official thing. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2022. Let's see what this year brings us. I'm still getting some stuff set up real quick, but yeah, I butchered again. Let me see if I get it right. Raphael Broek. Wait, that's not Raph, my cousin's boyfriend, is it? I do have a Raph technically in my life. Okay, no, you're not the Raph that one of my family members is dating. So, okay, a different random Raph. But what's up? Let's see. Hey, what's up, Joker, aka Mr. Clyburn? It's a Dutch last name. Got it. Just you built a PC for your bro. Your first PC. What did you build him for his first PC? Yeah. Well, to be fair, the other Raph or Raphael isn't related either. He's dated into the family, but yeah, some of my family members are kind of recently finding out I had a YouTube channel, so it wouldn't be surprising if they did pop into the streams and stuff like that, or like started leaving comments. Let's see. Music. Let me get that stream beats going. Here we go. All right. What's up, Spicy Tortilla? So, what are we doing today? Happy Wednesday, by the way. Happy Hump Day. But today, as you can probably see from the thumbnail... Why is music so loud? Yeah, as you can probably see from the thumbnail, we do have... Oh, I gotta turn this on. Give me 1 second. Focus. Gotta make sure everything's in focus. See, boom. That's the browser scene. Where's the bench? Why is that so laggy, though? Why is this scene now broken? Why does my stuff always like breaking on stream? Okay, here we go. Yeah, Fusion you built your brother a 1660 Ti system, which you got for 300, which is actually not a bad price, considering how much those are going for. It's in 3600X, 16 gigs RAM, 1 TB SSD. That's very solid. Very solid system. Yeah, that... A lot of people would be happy to have that. Match A... Oh yeah, I don't think I responded to your email. Sorry about that, Match. But glad you are enjoying that Galaxy keyboard. It is a pretty, like, kind of hefty... I almost feel like it might be overbuilt. It's got a lot of metal components to it and stuff like that. But, yeah, if you wanted to, you could probably make it a little bit quieter. It is a very clacky blue switch keyboard. You could probably lube it and stuff like that, but Let's see. What up, Chris? You still in the car right now, commuting? Or have you made it home already? How come I don't stream on Twitch? I don't stream on Twitch because I think YouTube is becoming a pretty good competitor to Twitch. And if I streamed on Twitch, most of my following is on YouTube, so it makes it way more convenient when I pop up on YouTube that I recognize me and click on it, and then they're brought to my channel, which is hosting this stream and everything. If I did Twitch, I do have a Twitch account, but I just use it to watch my other friends that do it over on Twitch. If I do Twitch, there would be not nearly as much people watching because some people only follow me on the YouTube side. To tell them to go over to Twitch, we would lose some people due to the inconvenience factor. And then it's not all as tied in. I would have to manage the Twitch accounts, trying to get Twitch affiliate and partnership. Whereas I'm already a YouTube partner. YouTube is now providing a lot of tools for streaming on their site. They are picking up a lot of big streamers. So I just like doing things on YouTube to have it all in one place. Like all the monetization stuff, like super chats or channel memberships, that all goes to the same as the AdSense kind of pile of money. So that just makes it more convenient. And yeah, I personally like watching streams on YouTube more than Twitch too. I hate how Twitch has like a mandatory 30-second ad at the beginning of everything. On live content, I think having 30 seconds where you're forced to watch an ad, where it's not skippable. I think on my YouTube, when I put the ads on, you guys can skip it, right? After like 5 seconds. So if you're coming to the stream late, you don't miss out on much. You're just like, you're thrown right into the stream, as opposed to Twitch. If something important's happening, you miss out on a 30-second ad spot. I don't know. That's just my rant on it anyways. Obviously, Twitch is probably still the top streaming platform, but I'm supporting YouTube and hoping that they, bring their level up so that both... It's like with AMD and NVIDIA and Intel, right? Competition is good. So I'm supporting YouTube in this front. Yeah, that was a very long explanation. Sorry, Thomas Chang. Alright, and while I said that, I missed out on a bunch of chat. Oh, side work at dental office. You're doing side work. Chris, the IT guy. And by IT, I mean like network and all these other things too. It's unbroken. You're here, had to make dinner. Yeah, yes. Mac and cheese I'm not a big fan of. Dino nuggets, I'm a very big fan of. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Zia and Max and Andy? Do I recommend buying a used GPU for like $100? Yeah, I would recommend it if that's all you have to spend. It's kind of hard to like limit how much people can have, or like set minimums for how much people have to spend on hardware. For $100, I think you're gonna be looking at like GTX 960 RX 460 territory, if you can even find them. But I wouldn't really get anything less than those. Like I wouldn't go for a 750 Ti, which I'm pretty sure those are going for probably close to 100 as well. Hey, what's up, Cyberboy YouTube? Thanks for the kind words. And Chris Graham from Oregon. Hello from Seattle. What are my thoughts on the 30? Okay, yeah, so we're going to talk about the 3050 and 6500X for a little bit, because those were probably the most exciting announcements, especially for like budget PC builders and just budget gamers in general. So we'll talk a little bit about that during the stream later on. Matto Deuce, how did you get a 6600 XT for below MSRP? I'm curious to hear your story on that. Let's see. Oh, before we get more into stream though, let me quickly do a membership shout out, which this should be the updated list. We did gain quite a few members since the last stream, so the fonts are getting smaller, so thank you for the support for all the channel members. But we do have the Nerd on Our Big Budgets: Craig, Lily, It's Unbroken, Zilbobia, Christopher Coonan, Louis Czar, David Mayu, Free Ghost Clips. Nerd on a Budget, we got Bridello and the Best Stickman 16. Then we have a bunch of Nerd on a Tight Budgets: Math Chew, I'm on Tech, Man Karate, Andrew Woodford, Jacob Vincent, Luis D, Sir Lancepot, 14R Chico, Cohen Jacks, Mr. Good Times, Adam C. Sweaty, Flojo6274, Frederico Gonzalez, and Shane Acker. At some point, I probably won't be able to read these names as we gain more channel members, but for the time being, I do like to read them out loud because I want to show appreciation for the people who do support. Oh yeah, and then quickly, where is the... if you guys can, I think we have been getting some new subs from the streams, which is really nice to see because it shows that not only returning members and viewers are watching the channel, YouTube is actually pushing the streams to new faces, to like people who have never even heard of me, so that's nice. So yeah, if you subscribe and like and hit the bell notification, that definitely helps the channel out. But let me see if I got this scene fixed over here, because pop back to over here. Why is it frozen every time? And why is that media source popping up? Something is going on. So I'm gonna have to get that figured out. Let's see. You got GTX 770 for 80 bucks. I think that's a pretty good price. The 7070 is a pretty good performing card despite how old it is. Let's see. Trying to catch up on chat real quick. What do I think about the dude 3090 Ti? I mean, I don't have much thoughts for cards that high end. They're not accessible to like 99.9% of, you know, consumers out there. They're not targeted for the majority. So like they could build up whatever most powerful graphics card they want so that they can, you know, say that they are competitively the best, whatever, but that's not a card that I would ever buy for myself, not a card I would ever recommend for anyone who has like some sense for, you know, the value of their hard-earned dollar. It's just not worth it, but it's cool to just, you know, watch content on it. Oh, let's see. What would be a better pairing for RTX 3060? A 3600? Oh, for 3060, definitely the 5600X. And if you don't have either one already, the 3600, the pricing on it's weird. It's kind of priced very high for how old it is. It's from what I've been seeing, based on like Amazon and Newegg pricing, the 5600X is the better buy performance per dollar than the 3600, which is still like a little bit over 200 from last I saw. So either spend like 220 or 240, wherever the 3600 is going for, or just spend 260 on the 3600X. You can get an i9 10900K motherboard for 360 bucks. Yeah, that's a great deal. The i9s, even though it's 10th gen, those are still pretty expensive. And a motherboard to pair with it is worth usually around like 80 to 100 bucks. So that makes it like a $260 CPU. I think that'd be a great pickup. Okay, so let's get the unboxing so we can get through with the rest of the stream. Let me go to... This is why it was muted on the other screen. Whoops, give me 1 second. I'm just messing up everything today. I'm sorry. Gotta make myself smaller on this one. Okay. So I'll try to keep an eye on stream chat. Maybe I could pull it up on my phone while I do this. Hello, hello. Why is it so delayed? Work sync, latency mode low. Okay, that's a little bit better. I have to pull up my own stream on my phone so I can see the chat. So I was hoping to actually open most of these last week, but because we had snow, they got delayed in shipping, so that's why we're doing it now. Bitcoin. Chex Mix, yeah. So this was gonna be my on-stream snack, but I don't know if I'll have time to really eat it. But this is like Gardettos, except they have like, I really wanted these for these rye, the rye chips, the very crunchy rye chips. But yeah, that's the stream snack. But what games are we going to be playing later? So I think we're going to be playing crab game. So get your crab games loaded up if you want to play. I am open to taking suggestions for future streams. If you can think of games that can support at least like, let's say 20 players, is free, and yeah, I could run a lobby, I'm open to that too. Other games, like, I was thinking golf with friends, but that costs money and the lobbies are limited to what, like 8 people or something, or maybe 10 or 12. I want something that we could all play together. So Crab Game and Halo Infinite so far are the only free games that support a lot of people. Hey, Bruno Andrea, thank you for joining channel membership. Nerd on a big budget. Wow, thank you for your support. You need to have a snack sponsor, yeah. Aside from like the previous Jones Soda drink sponsors, it would be nice to have a you know, regular snack sponsor for LAN. We had Gushers one time, that was fun. But where is my box cutter? Here it is. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit delayed. I need to fix that for future streams. I might need to get a new camera for this overhead cam. The reason it's streaming or is delayed because I'm using Canon with their EOS software, which isn't the best, going through NDI, which is also a little bit laggy. Alright, so we'll open up the Home Depot first. This was just, for the most part, these are what I'm the most excited about, these three. And you might be able to guess what they are based on their packaging. But the Home Depot one just came yesterday, so I was like, whatever, I'll open it on stream too. Show you guys some of my other random purchases. Let me turn on the light here. Yeah, so from Home Depot, we have a Shockwave Impact Duty, basically impact driver bit set from Milwaukee. I think this was $10. I saw it on Slick Deals. I could use more impact driver bits in general, and it's from a pretty nice brand, and I wanted to get the Shockwave one because some of my other bits before, when I'm driving into something that's like really hard, it's actually kind of like twisted and warped them. So I think these ones are, yeah, heavier duty and more resistant to warping. So yeah, that's why I picked this up. It was just on sale for super cheap. I think it was 10 bucks. But now we got into the more exciting stuff. We'll open the smallest package first and then we'll work our way up to the bigger ones. Let's see what chat's saying. You bought a 6600 XT for 520 resell or no? I don't think you can resell that for much more than 520. Easily anyways. I mean, you see a lot of these overpriced graphics cards on like all the different websites offer up well, maybe you can sell it on eBay, but eBay takes so many fees that you might not be able to make that much of a profit on it. You would have to sell it locally and offer up to avoid the fees, to avoid the shipping and taxes and stuff. So I don't know. I'm not sure how many people out there would really spend that much more on a 6600 XT. You just started appreciating people that do unboxing videos for a living. Stop moving the thing. Yeah, I probably should have held that closer. Sorry. I'll be better on these ones. But this first one, where did this come from? This came from New Jersey. No, not. Yeah. So New Jersey, and I'm pretty sure. Oh man, this isn't stitched on the sides. Chris, we got to talk about some quality control here. But this is a Coalition Gaming, which is, I just called Chris out too on his merch. This is official merch from the Coalition Gaming YouTube channel. Chris is one of my good close friends, fellow content creator friends, and I wanted to show support by buying one of his products. This is a desk mat, and it is, let's see if we can zoom in on this here. This is like an old school CRT type monitor with some just kind of labels on there. It's subscribed to Coalition Gaming right here. Yeah, video connectors and cathode CRT. Let's see, CRT monitor. Oh, there's 12. So the numbers are just the different labels. I think it's the different labels on it. Let's see, 1, 6, 10. Chris, if you're in the chat, what do these random numbers mean? We got 1, 6, 10, 14, 16, 18, 12. Is he in the chat? Or is he at the dentist office right now? Doing his side hustle. But yeah, so just a big giant desk mat gaming mouse pad. As I've shown in previous streams, I'm kind of starting to collect these, but not just because I like spending a large amount of money for no reason. This is just another way to support other content creators, you know, and then get something, a little bit something out of it. The only thing about Chris's desk mat is it's not, hopefully it doesn't separate because it doesn't have the stitchings along the edges like a lot of desk mats typically have. But yeah, this is the first of the packages, and based on this, you can probably guess what the rest of the packages have in them. So I'm gonna move this to the side. All right, how's chat doing? Robert Cal, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. You're asking, are you ready for the flood of used GPUs on the horizon? I am ready, but I'm not sure when they will come. I'm hopeful that they'll come, but I'm not sure. Like, I have no idea when they'll realistically come. Like, I have a feeling, if anything, not till like quarter 3 or 4 of this year, depending on how these new budget cards launch, as well as, I don't know, any changes in crypto, any stuff moving from proof of work to proof of stake. But I don't follow crypto super closely, so I don't know how many people would actually sell off their graphics cards versus just jump to the next proof of work, like coin. But I'm always up for cheap graphics cards. I don't know. I just don't have a good outlook on it. Bitcoin is down like 33% from record highs. Yeah, but it's 33% down, but it's still maintaining a really impressive, like, just value in general. I'm not sure if that's any indication of graphics cards hitting the market, unfortunately. But we'll see. I would love to be wrong. How about I say I'm gonna say there's not gonna be a flood just so I can jinx it. So then there could be a flood of of used graphics card hitting the market. Jackson, Oklahoma City 99 looks like, OKC, or OkCupid, the dating platform. Thanks for the bids. Keep up the hard work. Thank you for the kind words. Okay, so next package right here is from this. Oh, let's see. Is my stuff? Yep, it's blocked out enough. Y'all see this? This actually came. This was what got delayed in the mail, but y'all see that, right? Where it's from? Yes, I've been wanting this for a while, but this was the priciest item of like any of the desk mats or any of the mats that I bought. Let me be very careful because this was over $100 after shipping and tax. I don't want to. Actually, there was no tax, which was really nice. I didn't have to pay sales tax on this. I did have to pay for shipping though, and shipping something this big, I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally cut it because this is gonna be really nice. And we have to remove this box too out of the way. Why is the desk cam is so delayed? Yeah, sorry about that. It's delayed because I have to send it through the laptop over NDI because I can't connect two Canon cameras to my computer and have it both recognized as like a webcam. So I have to do it a workaround way, which is very unfortunate why it's so delayed. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I'm directly connected to my network via an Ethernet cord, so it's something I think on OBS's side, unfortunately. Ooh, wow. So in here we have the... Y'all should be familiar with what this is, right? This is the anti-static wrist wrap portion of... Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Okay, so very nice touches on this. There are built-in straps, it looks like. Wait. Nope, it's not built-in. Never mind, I was wrong. But these are some pretty decent straps that aren't just like, you know, rubber bands. All right, this is my first time seeing one of these in person, but this is the super famous, super popular Gamers Nexus mod mat. And you'll be seeing these in future videos. For whenever I build something, I'll start using this as well as the other mats that I have. But okay. This is something I didn't know about these, maybe because I didn't look hard enough into them. But if you look at it, let me see if the texture will show that well. I could see why. You see how it has that texture, which is almost like a seat belt or like maybe like backpack straps or something like that. It's not a smooth surface, which I wasn't expecting, but I'm not sure if on their website they've shown close-ups of like the what the texture is like. Here, let me show this more so that you can see. You see how there's definitely, I can see why they say don't use this as a mouse mat because it's actually pretty sticky and it's anti-static too. So yeah, I guess you could. No, actually no. Yeah, this doesn't feel good to mouse on, which I didn't plan to use it as a mouse mat anyways, but yeah, I can see why they said that now. But yeah, there's the anti-static mounting parts in the end, and then there's just a whole bunch of useful information for all the different wiring diagrams and symbols for like electrical engineering stuff, as well as like a graphics card. Is this magnetic? I forget if this part was magnetic or not. Let me see. Yeah, but just wanted to show support to Gamers Nexus for, you know, all the really good work that they do. Okay, it's not magnetic, but it's okay. It doesn't need to be. All right. All right, let me check up on chat real quick. They smell funky? Yeah, they do smell funky. Hey, what's up, Fluffy Cupcakes? Yeah, so, definitely, this was, for $100, it's not, you're not just buying this. It would be the same as buying this for a certain amount, because obviously they profit off of this a little bit, and the rest of it going to them for continuing to do the good work that they do. It's no different than, let's say, like the channel membership stuff that I have, or like the merch that I have. There always has to be, you know, some profit to be made for, to like keep, especially with them, they're like a multi-person, huge team and channel. So Yeah, I was glad to spend $100 on it. I just couldn't buy it earlier on because I had already spent on other people's mats and stuff. So I am happy I did get this now though, and I'm excited to use it. I probably need to flatten it because it is holding its rolled shape for a while. So I'm going to set it over on the other table later on tonight and get this thing flattened. But yeah, very excited for this. And last but not least, we have this, which came from Blaine, Washington, which is kind of interesting because I'm not sure if this is where this was produced. That mat, yeah, the mats, oh, there's no DDR5. That's okay. I'm not sure when DDR5 would become considered mainstream anyways. Right now, people can't even find the kits for cheap enough, and the performance gains for gaming, which is what most people, you know, for me anyways, and for a lot of people, what they would care about is not even that good to justify the price. So, yeah. We'll see when DDR5 becomes mainstream. What do I think about the shortage of PCs or graphics card? I think the shortages are here for now. I don't know how long it'll take for them to go away. But you could either... The newest video, which is coming out this weekend, is going to be talking about it. There's different things you can do now that we're in this shortage, right? You can, continue to wait, which I don't think is a really good option because some people have been waiting for really long without a computer already. So B, you can go like with an APU route, which depending on what you want to play may or may not be a good option. C, you could pay the scalper pricing, which some people have already done because they'd rather get their computer now instead of like a year or two from now, just for paying like, let's say a $300 or $400 premium on top of it for the graphics card. Or C, you find a more creative solution, which is what the video is going to do. But that's my thoughts on the shortage anyways. If you need a PC right now, just build it with what, you know, and make the best of what you can. But, all right. So what I got in this package is, what is this? So we got some stickers from Linus Tech Tips. Some die cut stickers. Let me see what this thing is. Make sure there's no personal information on here, like my address or something on the receipt. All right, yeah, so this is just the receipt. I'm gonna throw it on the ground because it has my address on it. Inside this box, we've got, oh, we got double box going on here. So we have this box, but then we also have the Northern Lights desk pad, which is this product from Linus Tech Tips. I don't understand, because if you look on their website, you will see this desk mat in like 30 different sizes. It's some ridiculous number of sizes, but they all cost the same price. Whether or not you get one that's like as big as this table, which this one's pretty big. It's basically a 4x2, except this is in millimeters because, you know, Canada. But something like, whether you get this huge one or you get one that is like the size of a small mouse pad, they're all the same price. So why not get the biggest ones, am I right? So let me open this up and see the quality of this. But again, I'm not sure if I should say this publicly, but I'm a little bit ashamed that this is the first time I've purchased merch from lttstore.com. For how big their store is and how popular it is. I haven't been on top of the merch game until recently in supporting the fellow creators movement. So I'm getting on top of it now. So I'll still slowly be buying more things like this in the future. But yeah, this is the Northern Lights desk mat. And it is, so I'm laying it on top of my 4x2 mat. And it's pretty much the same size. This thing's huge. Alright, let me catch up in chat. Hey, what's up, H Techno? You like your gamers? Yeah, so Gamers Nexus, they also released a mat, or not a mat. They released like a gaming mousepad desk mat, but I wanted their mod mat specifically because I thought that was more unique, since a lot of people already have desk mats and not many have mod mats. So I wanted to get the mod mat from Gamers Nexus specifically. But yeah, the LTT mouse pads, I think this was 25 or 30 bucks, but it's the same price if you got like a small one. So I was like, let's get the big one so I can protect my tables and have a nice backdrop when I, you know, I do hardware videos and I'm like, oh, holding stuff in front of the mat and stuff like that. So give me 1 second. I need to get a quick drink of water. All right. Am I just unboxing desk mats? Yeah, that's what... These are all desk mats that I bought for myself. These were like Christmas presents to myself. Because I'm starting to collect more and more desk mats from other content creators. That's my way of like kind of showing support for them. And then having something cool that I can collect and use for different backdrops in videos. This weekend's coming video, I'll be using a desk mat from one of my other content creator friends in the backdrop when I showcase the parts. So, yeah. So, yep, this is, if we were to look here, let me show you up close though. So here's the LTT desk mat. So it does have the stitched edges, which Chris's did not. So, there's the LTT logo. And then here's a close-up on the design itself, which the printing is pretty nice, not pixelated or anything. Nice vibrant colors. So yeah. Very happy to purchase and support some of the channels that have made a huge influence on the tech space. Alright, let me see if going to this camera is gonna work or not. It doesn't work. I hate you, OBS. You've never done this in the past before. Why? Why, OBS? I think it's the NDI that's screwing it up. But yeah, that is it for that portion of the stream. Now we can talk a little bit about CES. I can focus on chat a little bit more. What keyboard do you use? I should probably put that in the description, but it's a Keychron K4 with some WSD keys, custom colored and keycaps. They have these ones have Gateron brown switches. Is the chat phone an S9? No, this is the phone that I use is a OnePlus 8 Pro. And I bought it because I got a huge discount on it. I bought it from this girl that listed it up in OfferUp in my area. She, if you can see here, there's a crack. You see that crack on the bottom there? So she cracked it and then she didn't want it anymore, so she upgraded to an iPhone. So she sold this to me. They were going for, at the time, I think $700 or $800 still. She sold it to me for, I think, like $350. And I don't care about a crack on the screen if I have all the other good specs in the camera and stuff, which are perfectly fine. So that's why I have this. But I was specifically looking for OnePlus phones just because I've been on OnePlus, like the OnePlus 1, OnePlus 2, OnePlus 6, and then this OnePlus 8 Pro. So I'm a big OnePlus fan. I just like their clean OS. And they used to be cheaper, and now they're getting pretty expensive. Okay. Bruno Andrea, you got the white Nob hoodie? Thank you. Which, by the way, I haven't even... How am I gonna sling all these other people's merch yet? But official Nerd on a Budget merch, which was the latest video, which I released on New Year's Eve, is now available. I'm wearing one of the shirts right now. I will model it for you. This is the white shirt, but there are other shirts and styles available. Let me see if I have them real quick. But we got other styles available too. Oh, not this one. We have it in black, as well as hoodies, which was a big... I think hoodies have been selling pretty decently. But yeah, we do have hoodies as well. I love wearing this. It keeps me warm. And there's white and black as well. And dark gray. But links are in the description if you guys were interested in picking up merch at any point ever. Yeah, I can't wait for people to start receiving theirs and start sending pictures in, because I personally think it's very high quality in terms of print and like the softness of the material and stuff like that. So I can't wait to hear everyone else's thoughts once they have it in hand. But yeah, all that's down in the description if you're interested to help further support the channel. But if you can't, that's fine too. Yo, when we gonna play crab games? We're gonna play crab games on the second, like near the end of stream like usual. We're still only 40 minutes in the stream. We still have some deal hunting stuff. I think some people submitted some setups, but we could talk about CES right now. How about we talk about CES? So we can bring up the RTX 3050. Let me go to the browser. Okay, so we'll bring this up and then RX. Not 6600, what am I saying? 6500 XT. Which they do now since they've announced it. They put up their official products onto here. What are your... Okay, let's see. Do you think the RTX 3050 will be worth it? So that's one of the questions. For 250 supposed dollars. For 250, compared to anything else we have right now, where's that graph? Is this gonna allow me to zoom in? What is this graph? Is there... I'm assuming this is supposed to be FPS. What? Here, let me try to zoom in more on this. Can anyone tell me what we're looking at in this graph? If this is supposed to be FPS, why are there things on the 0 line? Oh, because they're not showing the other graphics cards. Okay, I thought this was the 1050, the 1050 Ti, because it had the the gray circles. Do I think this will be worth it? Given the current climate we're in, if this thing can be found for under 300 bucks, it is competitive compared to what you can find otherwise. Which, remember, let's go to eBay real quick. We have to constantly do these searches because the prices are still moving. But if we look at how much 1650s are being sold for. 1650s, Super, here's the OC edition, selling for almost 300 bucks here. 330 for 1650 Asus OC. 1650 Super here is 350. So yeah, do I think a $250 or under $300 RTX 3050, which is gonna get you, you know, even though the ray tracing performance isn't gonna be stellar, it is gonna be a ray tracing capable graphics card. Do I think it's worth it? Yeah. Would I buy it and use it for build guides or guide my friends and family who need PC builds towards it for under 300 bucks? I think yeah. And if you say no, then you must already have a PC yourself, or you're being too cheap and you'll never be able to get a graphics card for a reasonable price because we're just in a different climate now. $250 is fiction for the 3050. It's gonna be I don't think it'll be 500. I'm thinking 450 would be more realistic once it. I guess we have to differentiate. Are we talking about scalper pricing, or are we talking about what the actual stores and e-tailers are gonna sell it for? I think e-tailers will probably sell it for 300 to 350, but they'll go out of stock really quickly, right? So then once you go out of stock quickly, they'll be flipped in the used market for like 450 is what I'm thinking, but we'll see. We'll see. This will be out later this month. I think the RX 6500 XT is going to release in 2 weeks. Right about 2 weeks. The 19th, yeah, 2 weeks from now. People are estimating that the RTX 3050 will be faster than the 1660 Ti. Let's say it is like exactly a 1660 Ti or slightly faster. Those are going for like 400 or 450 right now. Possibly used. Oh yeah, and while we're talking about the 1660 Ti, what do people in this chat in particular, how do y'all say it? Ti or Ti? I'm a Ti guy. Is the GeForce GT 1030 a good graphics card? Is it good? No. Is it cheap and can allow you to play games at some capacity? Yes. It's hard. Yeah, GT 1030s. I would say spend a little bit more to get something that's a lot more capable. Unless you're playing only like Rocket League and maybe Valorant or League of Legends. If you're playing anything aside from those games, I would definitely say go for something better than a GT 1030. And we just got a super chat from PC Tech Hustle, another fellow content creator. It's Ty for sure? You're a Ty guy? No! Thanks for the super chat, by the way. He's a Thai person. Whoa, but it looks like my viewers, or at least the viewers of this stream, it looks like 86% of y'all say TI. But we'll let the votes keep. We're about only half the people have voted so far, but yeah, Thai just sounds weird. I know it stands for titanium, right? I know titanium, yeah. But I see it kind of like it's supposed to be, I guess what good example is this for it? Why did I start saying TI? Probably because Thai as like a single like syllable instead of like two syllables, TI. I don't know, it just sounds weird. It sounds too short. Tie. I think of start thinking of like TIE fighters and like neckties when I hear that. But when I hear TI, I guess I could think of Texas Instruments, the calculator company. But I think of when I see TI, I think like titanium. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Yeah, definitely TIE fighter, Star Wars. TI just sounds better. Yeah, to me it sounds better too. To a lot of people it seems like it sounds better. The rapper TI, yeah. What's up, Lockhart? Colombian, yeah. They say TI, we say TI. They made us think about it, did they? I don't recall that. If they want it, well, no, the TI is there for titanium, not for other reasons. So, you heard it was for Titan of the industry. Interesting. I've not heard that. Bruno Andrea asked, do I own or use any consoles? No, I don't have any consoles, unfortunately. I haven't owned a real console since the Xbox 360 and PS3, so I'm like at least 2 console generations behind. But I've been kind of PC for ever since. I was PC during those consoles, but I got the PS3 just so I could play GTA 5 because it came out years ahead of on the PC than compared to the PC. Anyone who voted for Ty should get permabanned. Oh, okay. PC Tech Hustle. You're joking. I just saw your comment now. Yes. Okay, it's the same with OBS. The creator pronounces it as one. The creator of OBS pronounces it as OBS. No way. OBS sounds way better. Is 520 too much to spend on a 6600 XT? You saw a 2060 for 445 as well. So for 6600 XT, 520, that's way cheaper than what we could find it on eBay for, I think. Okay, not way cheaper, but a fair amount cheaper. They're going for 650 here. What? This seems fake. Why would this one be going for 450? That seems way too low. Let me take a look at this. They don't even have a real description or anything. So that one, when you're looking on eBay, be sure to filter out outliers like this. Don't consider them as part of like the average calculation and stuff. But 6600 XTs are, yeah, for the most part, these bidding war ones, that bidding is the only way you're gonna get it this low of a price. Everything else looks to be above 600. 600, this one's 590 and there's bidding on it, but it's a Sapphire Pulse one. So 520, even though it's how much, like 100, 520 versus it's supposed to be 380, I believe, 379. So it's 140 over MSRP. That's not horrible considering. Thank you for the, whoa, where did that come from? I just got a super chat for $2, but oh, there it is. Nathaniel Steele. eBay has a bunch of cheap HP OEM RX 550, but those are RX 550s though. RX 5500, sorry, not 550. RX 5500s. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think those MSRP'd at like 150 or 160. 5500 XTs they were 170. Wait, really? I thought they were like the 1650s or 1650 Supers. Yeah, so those were 170. So how much are these? Not let's see, HP Omen. Let's see if we can find this one. These ones, right? For 235? 235, 265. These are the sold listings. So how much are they going for? They've got 300 here. 285. So upper 200s, almost $300 on some of them. 280 here. I would have to look at the relative performance compared to like my favorite card right now, which is kind of a hint to what this weekend's video is going to be about. Is still the GTX 970. This one, these non-XT ones, I don't know what the relative performance is. If anything, it might be a little bit above the 970s, but Frago's Clips. Okay, is it Frigo or Frago? I'm thinking it's Frago. But my specs are in the description. I've got an RTX 2060 3900X for the CPU and then 32 gigs of RAM. Somewhat modest except for the CPU. I'm getting ready to throw my 5600X back in it. I just keep on having stuff to do that I don't have time. But I think when I do switch back to the 5600X, I might switch my case to a different vertical tower. Yeah, the 970 is definitely a classic. It is over 7 years old now. It released in September of 2014, and it is still a great card by today's standards. Not great, sorry, I should say good card. Great would be something probably closer to 9080 Ti or something. Frigo, wow, I got it wrong. Okay, it's Frigo. I'm going to try to ingrain that and remember that. But how much would I sell a gaming PC with an i5 2500K and a GTX 670 for? Is this like a Dell OEM that you slap the new power supply and a graphics card into? Or does this have like an actual, like a non-OEM motherboard, non-OEM case, things like that? Because I think that matters a little bit. When do you think the 1440p 360Hz monitor gets released? You have a 1440p 240Hz monitor from Asus, but you're returning it and waiting for new ones? Man, what is your system, Austin, that you could run things at that resolution and refresh rate, and that you could basically buy the bleeding edge of technology right as it comes out? I have no idea. I don't follow monitors that much, and something of that spec is definitely not in like the realm of my interest, just because it's just way too expensive. 240 versus 360 hertz. I haven't sat in a room with both monitors of those types and hooked up a system to both and see if I can see the difference, but I can already tell you that I wouldn't want to pay the premium for that extra 120 hertz. Yeah, so the 5800X 3D, that's an interesting one. So, they have it on their website now, officially. So, the video coming this weekend has a standard 5800X in it. And I built this system like before New Year, so I didn't even, like, this announcement wasn't even out. But then I have to prepare myself for the onslaught of comments of people saying, why didn't you just get the 5800X 3D? Or why don't you wait for Ryzen 7000 AM5 and stuff like that? And I'm like, bro, it wasn't even announced when I built this system. And I built it for someone who, you know, wanted their PC right now. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. What I'm the most curious about is the price, which they conveniently did not give during the announcement. I don't know why. I'm not sure if it's because they haven't determined a price yet, or if they're holding it off until like maybe Intel releases a product and then they can try to adjust it accordingly to be competitive. But hopefully this isn't much more than what the 5800X released at, if not a little bit cheaper, because even though it has that extra 64 gigabytes of cache, of V3 cache, it doesn't, you know, people have AM5 to look forward to. So you're gonna have to price this accordingly so that people are drawn to it. You can't just, what was the 5800X release price? Like $400? I don't think that would be enticing enough. Hey, what's up, Pedro? What's a good budget CPU under $50? Under $50? Shoot. That's hard. Are i3-8100s that cheap? Yeah, you're gonna be going with like older, and I mean old. I don't even think Haswell processors are that cheap. Let's see, 4130. Okay, so maybe these ones are that cheap. Oh, those are the sold listings. But yeah, for under $50, you're gonna be going with older stuff. You can go with the Xeon, like a Xeon for whichever platform you go for like an older, like Sandy Bridge, Ivy Bridge, Haswell. If you can get a Ryzen processor, like a Ryzen 1200, I would say that would be a good buy. I've picked up Ryzen 1200s for $50 before. I don't know what they go for now. Yeah, 85. This is a bit expensive, but if you can find it used locally from someone who's like just getting rid of it, I would say go for something that you can upgrade on, which with Ryzen, you can get a motherboard that gives you a tremendous upgrade path. Like motherboards that you could use with this 1200, you could also go up to like a 5950X, assuming you get like a B550, but you'll probably get a B350 or B450. That would be my suggestion to look for anyways. How do you add people? You have to add and use their name, and they will see it as a highlight. No one else sees it as a highlight though. And if they're in the chat, use it, it'll pop up. Stop being so cheap, pay $100 for a CPU. Yeah, I mean, my recommendation is to go for like an i3-10100F. I think that is like such a good value-oriented chip. And It's not even that expensive. You can get an open box on Amazon. I did it for a video and on stream previously. 10100F. So if you get a 10100F, you can buy a brand new for $89. Or you can do what I did and buy the open box Amazon warehouse version for $83 right here. Like, I would say the person that asked for the $50 CPU, I say save $30, get this, and be on something that's way more current. But I know some people can't just, they don't have another $30. They have like a fixed limited budget. Like there's no extra money to be had. They don't have a job. They don't have things they can sell. They just have a fixed amount. And $30 could be a lot, especially if you're building like a $300 build. That's 10%, right? So I would recommend this, but if you can't, then you're stuck with the older stuff, like on eBay. Yeah, you'd be crazy not to save up for this. I would kind of agree with that. Lots of people in chat are also recommending to upgrade. Yeah, making content on like older budget stuff, it's getting more and more difficult for it to be like an actual viable strategy. Like I'll still do it for fun. I have like a Dell Optiplex build kind of type video coming up in the next, hopefully sometime this month. And when I do that video, I already know the conclusion. The conclusion is get a newer platform or newer system with newer hardware if you can for like an extra 50 to 100 bucks. This old stuff, it's fun to play with, but by no means am I recommending it. Like I'm playing with it to show you the performance and stuff, but yeah. Like, yeah, Zia says it's a budget channel. Yeah, this is a budget channel, but budget doesn't mean super cheap all the time. It also means being smart with your money and allocating your resources, you know, in the right way. So in this scenario, it makes more sense to save a little more and get this. And you can still build a pretty cheap $400 system using this. Would I recommend any of the new APUs from AMD? Yeah, both the 5600X and 5700, not X, G. The 5700G and 5600G are both priced very well considering their overall CPU performance, and their integrated graphics isn't that bad. I would definitely recommend those for people who are okay with waiting for a graphics card and just want a system that they could use to play like kind of lighter games and just like to be able to be a functioning computer. Okay, what else? So, we were talking about this originally. We're bouncing all over the place. Yeah, so we were talking about the 3050 at first. I think it'll be scalped for like 450 to 500. The 6500 XT, so this one has a cheaper MSRP, supposed MSRP at $200. Wait, does this really only have two outputs? I just noticed this. Did anyone else notice this? This is, I mean, I forget. Did they say if AMD is gonna actually have their own cards? Or is this just like a mock-up and it's only gonna be available from the add-in board partners? Like, is there gonna be a, not Founders Edition, because that's what NVIDIA calls it. What's AMD's official name for their cooler or for their, you know, their own brand cards? New consoles always beat cheap budget PCs. I agree, Zach's network, Zach S network. But people buy PCs for many other reasons than gaming. Yeah, if you only care about gaming, consoles are definitely the way to go. Unless you want to play like games where you have to be on Steam to play with your friends and all your other friends have computers, that's another reason to go for a budget gaming PC. But a lot of people do way more than just game on the computer. I don't know of many people who only game on their PCs. So many people use it for like things like video editing, photo editing, just even responding to email, doing like, I don't know, TurboTax. You telling me you can do TurboTax on a console? No. That's a lame example, by the way, because you can always have a crappy laptop on the side to do things like that. But I think having a budget gaming PC definitely has its place, and the whole console argument, it's all. I hate bringing up the console argument. There's reasons to have either. You don't like AMD personally, you prefer Intel. Even in the last, 5 or so years, when Ryzen has been doing very well, and Intel, like, they didn't even up their core counts until 10th gen. Like, even back in the, like, KB Lake and, like, Skylake, KB Lake and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, so it's just a mock-up. Alright, I was about to say. Some people try to run 3 monitors here, but... So this is supposed to be 200 bucks. Let's see. So, it's a 1080p high settings card. It's funny, because didn't they market the 6600 as a 1080p card as well? I guess it's 1080p Ultra, this one's 1080p High. Let me pull up the RX 480. I think... So, my buddy... Oz Talks Hardware, he made a funny tweet about basically AMD rebranding the RX 480 for like the umpteenth time. But what was this? Let's look at what the RX 480 was touted as. So I'm not seeing anything in here. It might be in... Is there a video? But yeah, so this... The RX 480 and 580, I believe those were both MSRP $200 cards. Though they weren't, at the time, they weren't entry level, right? So this is interesting. These were announced as mid-tier $200 cards, because there was the RX 470 and 460, which were below these in the product stack. But right here, we have a $200, and this is like the most entry-level offering that they have. And I'm not sure if they're even planning on doing anything lower than the 6500 XT. They didn't do anything for the, like, below the 5500 XT, right? So, or there was the 5500, I guess, but, like, there wasn't a 5400 or something like that. So, for the same amount of money, we've moved from, like, a mid-tier card to now, like, an entry-level tier card. But, I don't want to keep adding to the complaint pile. If this actually releases at 200 bucks and we can get it for 250 or less, I think a lot of people are going to be happy. You own an RX 480. Okay, and a 6600 XT. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Louis Zard? Welcome to the stream. You don't ever have to apologize for being late. We're happy to have you at the stream. Anyways, there are rumors of a 6400 XT. That would be interesting. It's always fun to play with lower end hardware. I'll say this now. It is... Can I go back to this one without it? Yeah, okay. Without it messing up. I find it way more enjoyable when I get to do build videos on, like, the lower end hardware. It's so much more fun to try to see what those cards are capable of, instead of just throwing in, let's say, like a 3080 into a system and saying, oh yeah, this runs everything at basically Ultra just fine. Like... With the lower end card, you sometimes actually have to dial in certain settings and move it from like high to medium or medium high and stuff like that. And just to see the capabilities across the various titles, because you get a lot of performance differences when you're running, let's say, Cyberpunk versus Assassin's Creed Valhalla versus something like Doom Eternal, which runs good on like almost any hardware. So, yeah. So for the lower end cards, I'm excited to play with them, assuming I can get my hands on them. I am not about bowing down to the scalpers, though, and paying their prices, so we'll see. 4 gigabytes is bad. For a 1080p card, that's not even that powerful, what do you need more VRAM for? For the people who are asking, is 4 gigabytes of VRAM, is that enough today? Have you used a card like that in a system and have seen your performance stunted by the VRAM and not by the card itself? Running at 1080p, we have to assume 1080p here. You know, for this price, we're not expecting 4K or 1440p. I think is it Hardware Unboxed who is like the most critical of VRAM count these days? I think I've seen quite a few tweets from Steve about that, from Hardware Unboxed. And I don't know, I just tested a system with a GTX 970 against current titles, and I was pretty happy with the results, and that has 3.5 gigabytes of VRAM. So, yeah, I'm not sure if a card at this like caliber really needs 6 or 8 gigabytes. What's my microphone of choice? My microphone of choice, I used the Blue Yeti for a very long time. I'm using the NZXT Capsule now because they were kind enough to send it to me. And I don't know, how does the NZXT Capsule sound? I'm not using any filters or anything like that. This is just how it is. So I think I like the sound quality from both of them equally, whichever one you can find a better price on. The Blue Yeti, the one that I was using before this, I actually bought it used. It was a Yeti Mini for like 50 bucks, so that's why I used that for a while. But and then for my camera mic, I use like a Deity. I forgot what the model name was, but I'm not a huge audiophile or audio person, so yeah, I'm not super picky about it. Like a lot of times when I watch microphone or headphone comparisons and people talk about the differences, I'm like, all those sound good to me, so I'll go for the one that's priced the best. Sozio69, sending some love from Germany. Thank you. And I'm sending some love back from Seattle, Washington. Free Ghost Clips. Is Jan running the 3060 PC you gave him? Yes. So Jan has been developing his horror game more than ever. And with the 3060 in it, he actually has ray tracing capability. He's actually able to incorporate that into his game. And he sends me and the rest of our LAN group in our chat, he sends us like progression of his game, and it's looking pretty cool. I wonder if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can actually pull it up, because yeah, Jan's all about, like, I think it reignited or reinvigorated his passion for game development. So let me see if I can find the video of it. He sent it kind of recently. Here it is. A blue snowball is 40 bucks new. Yeah, so I actually started the channel on a blue snowball. The only thing about the blue snowball is there's no, you can't adjust like volume or gain or anything like that. It's just, it is what it is. The one I had the snowball ice actually, so maybe I can't speak about the blue snowball. But I had the blue snowball ice. I used that for a good portion, maybe the first year of the channel. I just didn't like how I couldn't change like the gain on it. Okay, so this is Jan's game. We're sharing Jan's game now on stream. And he's showing some of the assets and stuff, and like when you go in, yeah, so he sent this a couple of days ago. But if you look at the lighting effects, I believe, does it say if it's RTX on? But you can see the reflections and lights and stuff. So he can run this smoothly on his computer now and have RTX, whereas with his old build, he wasn't able to do before. So maybe we could play his game at LAN one of these days. But yeah, he is using his computer still and is very happy with it. We haven't played any games yet, Louis Czar. We're gonna be playing Crab Game, I think, in a bit. There's just so much to do and talk about because of the CES announcements. We've been talking about the RX 6500 XT as well as the, where did it go? The 350. Let's see. We're a little bit over an hour in the stream. I'm not sure if there's much to deal hunt right now. Everything is pretty much standard. Everything is priced so well right now except for graphics cards. If you need to build a computer right now, like, go with an APU or go with an older graphics card and everything else new, and you know, you'll have a pretty good setup. What happened to Casey? What do you mean what happened to Casey? He's still at the LANs. Casey was at the last LAN. What do you think of the 12400F? Did they give a price on it? I don't recall if there was a price. 12400F for 180 bucks. This is that's such a good price. Because 10400Fs were going for like 150, 160, 150-ish for 180 bucks. 12400F, very solid. You would probably get a DDR4 motherboard for this one though, just because DDR5 prices are very bad. But yeah, I should probably do a build with this in the near future if I can. What does Jan use for game development? Okay, I need to remember this. Let me see. I think he uses Unity, but let me see. I can check our chats. Unless Jan, why are you not in the stream right now answering some of these questions for me? If I can find it, see. Huh. Search. I don't think he uses Unreal. Oh yeah, so Jan's on Unity right now for his game development, and he plans to switch to Unreal after his 2 games, which is the space flying shooter one, and then this horror game. But yeah, what is up, Amato Junior Tamide? Hopefully I said that right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you recognize this Unity. I know nothing about those, like the programs and stuff, so I can't tell from the UI. Let's see. Have you checked out the new HP Omen 45? Is the L? What is the? Is that like liters? Is that what the case liters are, or what is the L in the 45L? What is this case? Okay, let's take a look at this. What is this case? Behold, chillest machine in the chillest machine in gaming. What? So the Omen cryo chamber. Yeah, that's what I was like. What is this thing up top? It's apparently called the cryo chamber. This patented system uses ambient air chamber to create extreme cooling inside the system. It's also end user upgradable because ice is the new fire. Huh. I'm very curious the engineering and science behind this. Serious output, okay. Also, is that a fully tempered glass case? You want to talk about extreme cooling? Wait. I guess I can't tell. Oh, okay, so I guess airflow comes through the side. There's like a side vent here. Yeah, because the front definitely looks like glass. Intel Cryo Cooling Gen 2 technology. What? Is this just a bunch of buzzwords? Let's see. So this looks like software that work. Software, firmware, hardware. That okay. So specific to this hardware, Intel has this what they call cryo cooling technology. But I need to look more into this. This looks pretty interesting. They don't give enough information here. They get okay. Here's the technical specs, but. Frigo, you're at work. Frigo, are you not in the US by chance? Or are you in the US and you're working late? Because by now, most of the people in the US would be off of work. If you have like a 9 to 5, that is. Whatever it is, it's better than an Alienware case. Alienware cases have always been kind of ugly, but, let's see. You missed out on the... When was the Best Buy drop? Was it today? Is it typically... I thought they usually drop on Tuesdays. Oh, Rated NS. How do you download the game? It's public. Yeah, in Steam. Look up Crab Game. Did I remove the link? Here, I'll link it. I'll link it in chat. Actually, and I'll put it in the. Oh no, it is in the description. Crab Game's in the description if you want to play. You want Andre? You want to sell your 1080, but you can't find a GPU to replace it. So many people would want a 1080 right now. Yeah, definitely hold on to it until you can get something else first. Yeah. I mean, your 1080 is technically better than the performance-wise, the 2060 that I have even in my system. The radiator is separate from the motherboard and all the other components. So let me try to think about that. So that makes sense because... Okay. Thanks for explaining that, Mr. Seamoke 1969. So now, okay, I wasn't even thinking about it like in that way, but the radiator being completely separate means that no matter what, the air passing through it will only be the room temperature air, and you'll never have like cool or warm air going through it. Because in traditional setups, right, if this was in the system, you have cool air coming through, which is good for the CPU or whatever the radiator is connected to, but then you introduce warm air into the system. Or if you have it exhausting through the radiator, you have warm air going through it, and then exhausting outside. So this actually makes sense. Even though I was bagging on it earlier. So I take all that back. I think this makes sense. If they can really keep this chamber like ambient temps and not be affected by like the warm air that, you know, because eventually the box or the case, it kind of stabilizes at some warm temperature. I don't know if there's like really good insulation between these layers or something, but this makes sense now. Thanks for the explanation. Yeah. It's like 4:20 a.m. Brago, where are you from? Does anyone know where I can go extract files from external hard drive? I don't understand that question. Where I can go to extract files from external hard drive. Exhaust mounted radiators are best for case temps and airflow, but if it's in the chamber itself, let's say this exhaust was in here, like at the back, which, or in the front, it will, the air moving through it will be a little bit warmer than it could be in this configuration, so it wouldn't be as effective at cooling. So many GPUs are superior to a 1080. Yeah, they are, but he definitely should not sell until he can secure one of those better GPUs. Otherwise, he's gonna be screwed. Oh, yeah. Jedi Fallen Order and World War Z are free. Someone tweeted me about that. Amazon free World War Z. Let me link that. Where can we find that at though? It's is it through Twitch? No, it's through Amazon Prime Games, which is pretty interesting. Do they have a link to it here? Does this... Yeah, so here, let me link the Amazon Prime Gaming thing. If you guys want free games, I think World War Z is through the Epic. Is it through Epic? Launcher? But... yeah, so Amazon Gaming. I think that this is all the same stuff that shows up on your Twitch panel, right? For all the Twitch things that you can claim. Yeah, so there's that. Total War Warhammer, if you're interested at all in free stuff. Yeah, Prime Gaming, that's what it's called. You love the USB 2.0 ports? Are they actually USB 2.0? No! Wow. They are. Oh, no, that's the rear. Where's the top? Oh, yep, it is. Are there any reasons to still keep... I know some cases they don't even have that USB 2.0 connector unless... Or sometimes it's tied into, like, it's integrated into the USB 3.0 for people who have older motherboards, so you can use either or, and that port will be that, you know, interface. But is there any reason that we need USB 2.0 anymore? That USB 3.0 can't serve? Like, from like a technical standpoint. When are we going to see it? Oh, so Mark asked, when are we going to see another interesting OfferUp post video? I do have other OfferUp style videos coming up. The next one should be pretty fun. The way I try to do the OfferUp videos is to give back to my local area, and then also to do it in a way that's like non-destructive, and you know, like, if I'm going to be doing experimental videos like that, I want to do it in the most responsible way possible. So I have to think a lot about, like, all right, what goes into it when I'm doing it. Like, I don't want to waste a ton of people's times and stuff like that. So yeah, I have a lot of those in the works, but they're not as easy to pull off because they are, once I start recording, they're kind of off the top. And I want to put a lot of thought into it before doing them, if that makes sense. I don't want to irresponsibly do them. Help you get a 3070? We all want 3070s right now for 500 bucks, Nick. But you know what? Their prices are like $1,200 right now. You have to own a Prime to... Yeah, so you do have to own a Prime subscription to this, which I guess if you're not in the US, it's not as common. I'm curious. That's a good poll to run. Do you have Amazon Prime? Okay. So I'm curious how many people do have Amazon Prime. I've had Amazon Prime for probably almost a decade now. I don't remember when my first Amazon order was. It was probably around 2009 or 2010. But I got Prime sometime in college. And yeah, almost everyone I know uses Prime. I don't even remember how much it costs anymore, honestly. Like, it's just a thing that once a year they charge on my credit card and I don't even think about it. It's kind of like things like my Costco membership and things like that. But I'm very curious how many people have it versus don't, or, you know, they just, or it's not an option where they live. Mr. Clyburn, you don't have Amazon Prime. Interesting. Do you still order on Amazon though? But then what you do is you try to order over 35 bucks, so it's free shipping. Hey, what's up, Brian Ortiz? Thanks for the kind words, and thank you for subscribing, even though you've been watching for a while. But I appreciate you subscribing now. All of us sent Bezos to space. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Andre, you paid $1,200 for a 3070 whole computer from CLX Gaming in March. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember, and when I did the Redux build, too, with the 3080 in it, that was going for $1,800 at the time of me posting. And now that is not the case anymore. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so... Okay, so you do that. You try to get over a certain amount. Is it 25 bucks now? Okay. Yeah, so I think... Hey, what's up, Louis Czar? Just an act of gratitude. Thank you for the super chat. You've been super chatting a lot lately. Thank you. I appreciate it. You could use the super chat to say so many other things, but you just chose to do it, just to do it. So thanks. Apparently I need to put my keyboard. I'm putting my keyboard in the comments right now. Keychron K4 with was Keycaps. And we also got a 20 ZAR donation from Frigo's Clips. Did I say it right? ZAR? When's the next LAN? And you're from South Africa. Okay, because I asked that question earlier. When's the next LAN? The next LAN party is planned for February 18th. The only issue is that so many people that we know in real life are getting COVID left and right now. Like, I went a really long time, like, not having anyone within like 1 or 2 degrees of separation from me getting COVID. And within the last 2 months, I swear, like, 3 different groups of people or friends or like families have gotten COVID. Which kind of sucks because, you know, with the LAN party stories, especially we do have immunocompromised people that go to LAN. So we try to be as safe as possible. That's why in the last 2 LAN, even though we're fully vaccinated, we still kept masks on. But the difference this time around, and even more effective than masks, is the testing that is supposed to be available. The only issue is, ever since like December hit, I swear it's so hard to find at-home test kits. And the PCR test kits are super expensive or they're just sold out. And then as of late, I think all the pharmacies and like places that do the testing, it's been harder to get appointments. So LAN is still a month and like a few weeks out. By that point, if we can't get testing for everyone, we're not going to do it. We're going to postpone it, I think. So we're trying to get everything in order to make sure everyone's tested, because wearing masks isn't fun, but wearing masks isn't as effective if we're in the vicinity for that long anyways. We believe it does have some effect, but you know, after being in the same room for 3 days, the best option for us is to make sure everyone's tested beforehand and not have it. So that's the current state of the LAN party. It kind of sucks because it is one of our favorite things to do, as well as some of the people, you know, some of y'all's favorite videos, but we have to do it safely. Like there's no going around that. So we'll see. Would I recommend the 3050? FS Farmer asks. It's hard to say. I can't recommend something that I haven't seen results for. I haven't seen the actual street price for or the retailer price for. I'm hopeful that it'll be a decent solution, but we'll see. Apparently, there's gonna be a much larger stock. That's what they said, right? There should be much larger availability. But I read something earlier today that said, does the availability matter if there are bots or people who have things set up to buy out all the cards when they're released anyways? Even if they have triple, quadruple, 5 times as much as previous launches, does that matter if the cards are going to people who aren't going to be using it for their own personal gaming system and they're going for either mining, which I don't even know if these are going to be mining capable cards, or if these cards go to scalpers who are just going to sit on the inventory forever trying to sell them. So it's hard to say what if these are going to be worth it. Keep an eye out. As soon as people start releasing videos on these, whether on Twitter or like YouTube and stuff, you'll know very quickly whether or not they're worth it. I'm hopeful that they are going to be worth it, or there'll be an alternative solution for people with less money to spend than for a 3060 or a 6600. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, so we're an hour and a half in the stream now. So let's get your crab games started. I'm gonna start booting it up now as well. Thanks for the reminder. First of all, I would like to say tonight's stream has been awesome. Chat has been lit. Chat has been going at like 100 miles an hour. There's a lot to talk about. Bruno, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Pick a number between 1 and 100. Let's 69. Of all numbers between 1 and 100, who would not pick 69? But yeah, I picked $69. Or $69. 69, not dollars, sorry. Why is that not popping up now? Your super chat. Oh, you tipped it. Did the bot not report it? Okay, I need to talk to Chris about that. I'm gonna play that again just because it didn't show up in the chat. But thank you for the $10 donation, Bruno. The tip. It's like I read the future when I accidentally said $69. Bruno, first of all, thank you. You're already a channel member, but thank you for the donation. Yeah, the good thing about the donations through Stream Elements is that YouTube doesn't take a cut of that, so I'll definitely make sure that money goes to good uses. Potentially to find an RTX 3050 or something. Why did they bother putting ray tracing on a 3050? Just because they can. And I don't know. I personally don't use ray tracing that much, and I don't follow every single title, but are there any like very light games that can run ray tracing well? That's not something that I have too much coverage on. And if there are games though, or let's say developers start incorporating ray tracing into like non-AAA titles that are a lot easier to run, that could be a use case for it. But yeah. Vincent Marduk. Okay, so I just saw this comment. What's the point of vaccination? Let's see if I can find that tweet of it. The point of vaccination is so that you slow the spread and that you don't have as bad of like after effects after having COVID, and you can help survive it. Vaccinations are not like 100%. But let me see if I can find the best cartoon of it. Because I think that helps convey the message the best. Oh, okay, here we go. And hopefully this doesn't like get everyone like up in arms and stuff. Nope. Because I'm not trying to make this a political stream at all, but even though I'm bringing up a political cartoon, if anything. So, yeah, vaccines are like 100% foolproof, but they're supposed to help, right? Like, yeah, you could still get shot and get hit by an arrow and it could get through, but the likelihood is a lot lower and you're likely to survive. So, that's about all I have to say about that. I don't want this to be like a vax versus anti-vax stream or anything like that. Oh yeah, and we live with the, well, I'm not sure if you missed earlier too. we have immunocompromised people in our group. I'm actually one of the immunocompromised persons, and I'm okay with saying that, but because I have a disease called lupus. It's an autoimmune disease, but someone else in the group, and I'm not comfortable saying who they are. Like, the vaccine is not as effective for those people, so it's to keep everyone else safe, because these are our close friends here, Like, it's not about being extra paranoid, because I'm totally ready for this pandemic to be over as well, but it has to be done like the right way. Yeah, I think, man, yeah, so we're not going to talk about vaccine mandates and stuff like that, because there are better ways, I think, to encourage people to take the vaccine. It's just really hard, because the vaccine, it's not even a scientific thing anymore at this point, in my opinion. It's become a political thing. Something that is supposed to be like medical and science based has now become like a political thing, which really sucks, to be honest. But that's just how it is right now. But in other news, let's go ahead and get Crab Game going, since I know people have been waiting on that. So let me switch that out to the game capture. That's why we stay inside and play games. Yeah, I think throughout this whole pandemic, gamers have taken it probably better than others, than people who are like more used to socializing and stuff, because we can socialize using Discord and playing games and stuff like that. Like, I haven't lost my mind being stuck at home as often as I have been these last almost 2 years. Like, I've been completely okay with not going out as much and going into public. So, yeah. Okay. Why is this setting like this again? Why is this doing that? I gotta change my video. There we go. That's better. How's the game volume on this, by the way? Okay, so I'm gonna create a game. We're gonna do it Nob and friends, because y'all are my friends. We're gonna do a lobby code only. Proximity voice chat, max player 40. Create. Chris, you're making money though, so that's good. Review, here is the friend code. Bruno, I did. I'm not sure. Let me replay. There it is. $69 it is. Thanks for everything. You motivate me on the daily. Thank you for the tip, by the way, Bruno. I'm not sure if I missed it when it popped up earlier, but I just replayed it again. I appreciate the donation. And thanks for the ongoing support. But let me pin this message for Crab Game. Have people started joining yet? We have 2 players in here. At least one person has joined. We have... Is that Vegeta's? If y'all play no, I don't really play games except for on live. Maybe the thing about starting a separate channel is, like, every person... Hey, what's up? What is up, everyone? Why is it when people look at me so creepy? But the thing about starting second channels and gaming specific channels, almost everyone I've seen that tried to do that, they stop after like a month or 2, or like they just can't handle managing multiple channels. So I don't even try to do that. Like, I only have so much time and so much resources that I can allocate towards YouTube, and having everything on one channel, I think it gets the most viewers to be able to like interact and enjoy the content like this. And I don't think it's too destructive. Like, I've been streaming for 3 solid months now, and channel growth has been fine. If anything, even before I was streaming, when I had the stint there where the channel was having problems, it wasn't because of streams. So the channel has been going on an upwards trajectory recently, and I have been streaming the last like 3 to 4 months. So yeah, it divides the viewership even further. Like, some people are not going to hear about that gaming channel unless I am like promoting it over and over and stuff. So yeah. So let me copy the clipboard again. It looks like we have less. It looks like we have less people playing this time around, which we could almost get a Halo going. Yeah, it usually doesn't work out great. Exactly. That's why I haven't done it. It works out great, I think, for people maybe in like the 1 million plus sub range when their channel is huge and large, but I'm very much a medium-sized channel, so I don't want to like spread way too thin. I don't think it's worth it. What's the next vid? The next vid is the video, or the build I helped one of my friend's brothers build. It's an interesting one because it's the combination of parts. But we've talked a little bit about it tonight, but you'll see it on hopefully Sunday. I've already benchmarked and everything. I just need to record and edit. What is this game about? So this game, if you've heard of Squid Games, all right, we're gonna get this one started. Let me press the button. So this is basically Squid Game, like a parody of it. We basically just try to survive. And also, I'm sorry if any of you hear me twice in-game and on the stream, because my mic, I think my mic is on. Thank you, Amato. I hope I do reach that number as well. Even though sub count isn't as important as view counts these days, like a lot of channels, after a while having tons of subs, the nature of YouTube is people watch and support a channel for a certain amount of time, but then they eventually forget about it or get sick of the content and stuff like that. It happens to everyone, even myself. There are channels that I've subbed to years ago that I don't even watch anymore. It's just the nature of things on YouTube. So sub count, while it's nice, isn't as important as consistent viewership. 2 million. How do we get this game started? Resume. Do we have to get more people to press start? I am the room owner and I press start. Does anyone know how to get this started? Can we get more people to press start, please? Press E once you go up to the button. No, i5 9400F with the 970 is pretty good. Like, even though the i5 only has 6 cores, no hyperthreading, it's, yeah, the 970 is not that powerful. You can pair those well. Everyone has to press start? I could have sworn last week when we had like 30 people, only half the people press start. Okay, I don't even know what we're doing here. I didn't see the rules! I think we're climbing the tower. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. I'm very slippery. I'm slipping around all over the place. Oh! Why is it so difficult? I gotta go slower, but people are gonna be messing with me, I think. Oh, here we go. I think I win. Am I at the top? Oh, this tag? What am I? This isn't even the game. This isn't even a climb the tower game. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, why are people highlighted? There's some people are highlighted and some who are not. They have a crown on their head. Do we have to try to steal it? I might have just Oh, we do. Okay, I got it, I think. I think you can join in the next game. Actually, let me turn off the music for now. Oh, jeez. I just blew up. Oh, this is... I think this was like the bomb game. Let me get the audio on this up a little bit. Alright, yeah, so it looks like we have people waiting in the lobby, but... So I think this is a game of tag? They should really have a place where they put the rules for some of these games. Because, I have not been paying attention during the loading screen. Because I've been trying to focus on chat. So, oh, you're trying to not have the stick, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, you can still join. The pinned code to join the room is in the chat. And, I'm dead too, so I'm just like, I'm watching and waiting for this to end until we start the next game. Until then, we can just chat about stuff. Vincent says, always nice to have a backup channel. Yeah, so the backup channel thing is a good idea in terms of like, if my channel ever got deleted for whatever reason. That would be the only, but I wouldn't post to it. That's the only issue. So then I'll have a backup channel. Maybe I could do like a stream clips channel, but the streams aren't even that huge to begin with. Like, it's not like I have like thousands of people per stream. My streaming is still relatively small, still growing. So, yeah, if I can think of a really good reason to have a backup channel and to be able to post stuff to it, I'll consider it. Are you planning on taking a picture, It's Unbroken, of the merch? Because I'm the most excited to see people wearing it and sending in pictures. Alright, who do we got here? We got Fading Chicken. And, oh, how do you even say this name? Hoshimachi Suse? Is it possible for me to stream earlier for the overseas followers? Okay, so that's the difficult thing. Maybe I need to talk to other people who have been streaming longer than I have, like how they deal with that, because about 50% or close to 50% of my audience is US, and the time that I stream, some people are still at work even in the US. If I streamed any earlier, we'll be cutting off a good chunk of the US viewers. But then I'm not sure how many international viewers would tune in at that point. So, let's see. Saucy Button. Okay, those two both made it past that round. So yeah, I would need to think about how I could do it. Maybe I could do like a weekend stream. Like a second stream. But I don't want to have too much streaming content relative to like the regular videos and stuff too. Yeah, it's 4. Thanks. You're in the EU. It's 4 a.m. I appreciate the support for those of you who can't make it this late. Yeah, so it starts at 2 a.m. If I did weekend, let's say weekend mornings, like 10 a.m. on a Saturday. Alright, we're back in here. People are auto-joining. Get your crab games loaded up if you're trying to play, but, what's up, Beta? We got Beta. Here's everyone who's in so far. Yeah, if I stream on the weekends, let's say I stream at 10 a.m., which would be 7 hours earlier than what I started today at. So that would be 2 a.m. minus... That would be like 5 your time, but that would be on the weekend, so that's different. People have different weekend schedules. Even if they don't have work, they usually have plans. You need to re-download it. What happened? Did you remove it? I think, isn't this game like it's less than like a gigabyte, right? Can we press the ready button, please? This game is free, by the way, everybody. It's on Steam. I have it in the links in the description. It's super easy to run. I think a potato should be able to run this, unless I'm mistaken. Very easy to run, very quick download. If you have broadband internet, it shouldn't take more than a few minutes. And then you can join in on the fun in this stream and previous streams too. Hey, what's up, Christopher Sherwood? You didn't know I streamed. Yeah, I've been streaming for a while now. Has YouTube not been pushing it? I have been streaming for, I think, 3 months now. Consistently. I haven't missed a single week. I got close to missing a week when I went and traveled to New York, but I was able to get in that day and still stream that Wednesday. But yeah, I'm glad that you were able to find out that I streamed, though. What is my internet speed? So I have internet called Ziply Fiber, and it is fiber. I used to have Comcast, and that was just very bad. Comcast, I swear they cap their upload speed, unless you have like the crazy plans, at like 10 megabytes per second. 10 megabits per second, actually. I have Ziply Fiber, which is 1 gig up and 1 gig down. So that has been very nice. Because I do download a lot of games over again when I do the benchmarking stuff, as well as just for streaming. It's very stable speeds, and it's cheap. I forgot how much my Ziply plan costs, but it's like cheaper than Comcast, or the same price for gig. The Reaper asks, oh, sorry, let me try. Where am I in the game? Oh, I'm underneath the floor. Let me try to get a good view of what's going on. The Reaper asks, do you think I should upgrade my CPU? You currently have a Ryzen 37X with a Red Devil 5700X and was thinking about getting the Ryzen... Wait, what? 3700X to 5800X? I think... No. With the 3700X, that is when you hold off and wait. Hey, see you later, Christopher. Thanks for coming to the stream. Yeah, so if you have a 3700X right now, that would be one of the moments where I say you wait till AM5. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going to a 5800X. The keyboard I'm using is in the description, but it's a Keychron K4. The main reason I'm using it is because it is more compact than a typical keyboard. It's a 90, is it called 96% layout? That's what it's called. But it has the numpad, which I need a numpad. I cannot be doing this no numpad, 60% keyboard or 87 key, 10 keyless. I need the numpad, but this is still very compact with it. And it's also wireless. I'm charging it right now, but it does have wireless Bluetooth capabilities. So that's the biggest draw from it. Because once I'm wireless, I can take both my wireless mouse and keyboard and not have wires all over the place and knocking like water bottles and stuff over. No, see, I wouldn't even say go for the 5800X 3D. Like, see, are you overclocking the 3700X? Get as much usage as you can out of it. And then by the time next year rolls around, because the 3700X isn't even that old. By the time next year rolls around, if DDR5 prices, if they're more available and it's priced better, you could go to the AM5 platform upgrade, which I don't know if they talked about their future plans, like how many generations of CPUs are going to work with that, the new LGA socket. But if it's at least 2, then it'll be worth it, I think. Hey, what's up, Chris? No, you're so late. No worries, man. I'm glad you were able to make it to stream. We've missed you. I don't think you were in last week's, right? But yeah, we're just playing Crab Game if you're trying to join. Hey, see ya, Lockhort. Thank you for joining the stream and hanging out. Still waiting for Chris Yee to build. I'm not sure if he has plans to build me a nice keyboard. But if he did, if you bug him about it, please remind him that I would like a numpad with it, please. But yeah. Can you overclock a Ryzen 5 3600? Yeah, you can. All Ryzen processors, assuming you have like a B series motherboard, you can overclock it. Speaking of new products, what's your guys' thoughts? Oh yeah, so Brian Ortiz, we talked about the 3050. A lot of people are skeptical on whether or not they'll be available for one and at a fair price. I'm hopeful. I think the stock will be a little bit higher. There'll probably be a premium on it. I'm thinking from e-tailers 250 to 300. And then in the aftermarket, they'll probably be like 450 from people's, not aftermarket, but from the scalpers. You're not upgrading your chip and mobile till New Year's Eve 2022. What do you have, Phil Winter? Saucy storage. One of the buttons is rigged. Press the button and pray. Oh, okay. This is button pressing one. Did they just do this twice in a row? Again? Bad RNG. %. What is the 75% keyboard? Is that a common form factor? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, because that puts, I think they just, if you look up 96% keyboard, that's what this is considered. The Keychron K4 anyways. Yeah, 96%. Oh, something smells good. Melissa's cooking something. I'm not sure what it is. She has not clued me in. What is that long pin number? That is the code to get into the room once you're in Crab Game, Chris. That's like the joining lobby code. Yes, a 1080 Ti OC is worth $250. Are you buying that from a friend? Because if you see a 1080 Ti on OfferUp or eBay or Facebook Marketplace, it's likely a scam. I don't know anyone in their right mind who would sell it for that cheap. Oh, you're buying it from a friend? Oh yeah, pick that up. Assuming you're saying yes to yes, you are buying it from a friend. Yes, 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 buy it. Buy it. You have a good friend there who could easily sell that for at least 500 to 600 bucks. And they're giving it to you at a big discount, so yeah. What's up, Windy Wolf? Budget on a nerd. What does that even mean? That doesn't even make sense. Is 1060 3GB good? It's decent if you can find it for like 175 bucks or so. I mean, a 1060 3GB is gonna be a 1080p, like low to medium gaming graphics card. Low for like the newest games, but for most other games, medium. Frigo, you have a i5 10500 with a 16. Oh, well, okay. So you've got a very solid graphics card there in that 3060 Ti. I think Frigo, since you're from South Africa, you're probably a big fan of UFD tech, right? I think he said that graphics cards in South Africa actually aren't as hard to find compared to the US. All right. We got time for another game. Hopefully anyone who wanted to play is joining in on the next one as we just chill here and keep talking about random stuff. Alright, we got 11 people in here. Do we have Chris? Who has, Christopher Coonan, join in. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's see. We have. I don't see him in here yet. Okay, we got Christopher Sherwood in here. It's a 760? Yeah, for 20 bucks? Heck yeah. A 760? That's a fun card to play esports games with. And even to test that against any of the newer titles, even though it gets bad performance, going down to 720p, I love doing that for videos. $20, that is an awesome price. You don't know how to play it? You don't need to know how to play. You'll learn. It's very simple controls. Alright, looks like we got 12 people in here so far. The game's probably going to start in a little bit. We do have people joining still relatively consistently. We're at 13 now. GeForce 670 2GB. So the 670 and the 760 are very similar in performance. Those are both very, like, you're going to be playing on low, if not turning down the resolution. But for $20 or whatever the other price was, that's good. Let's see. Did Chris join? I know your name. Oh, it auto started because we had enough people in here. We'll probably play one more game after this. So, find hide and seek. Find Seeker have to find limited players. If Seeker is eliminated, you're trying to hide her. Okay. Oh, I'm a Seeker. I can't move. Okay, now I can move. So I gotta kill people? Oh man, this is violent. Wait, what? Oh, it's not like tag. You actually have to kill a person. You just stole my kill! Woo! There's lava. Am I dying? I'm dying. There's lava. Oh my god. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a wedge. Well, there goes my turn. Okay. Yeah, you can get the next game, Chris. A GTX 670 for 100 bucks is not good. Give me 1 second. Someone's ringing the doorbell. Oh. It is my sister-in-law. She just got home. Hey, no worries, Brian. Thanks for tuning into the stream for however much you could. But one more thing. Would I pick a 6600 or a 2060 Super? Do you care about ray tracing, I guess, is my only question. And DLSS. Even though AMD does have FSR and somewhat of ray tracing. I would lean towards, for the same exact price, I would go for the 6600. I would go for the 2060 Super if it was cheaper, but I would also need to look at like some comparison. I don't know the performance of the two off the top of my head across various titles, so it's hard to say. Chris says, ordered a case 2 weeks ago. It delayed due to weather. You have weather issues? Yeah, so in Seattle, we had about a week of snow that delayed, like, our trash got delayed almost again this week, but because we got snow again recently. But we had 1 week where, like, a lot of deliveries got delayed, as well as my trash and recycling pickup got delayed. So we had a bunch of that backed up. But it was only a week. Seattle usually never gets more than a week or two of snow. So, you ordering a case 2 weeks ago? That seems like a big delay, though. I think the Gamers Nexus mod mat that I opened on stream earlier, that got delayed by a few days. Not more than a week, though. What do you think about $75 for a 144 hertz from a friend? You mean like a monitor? 75 bucks? I'm assuming that's gonna be like 23 inches or something like that. Unless you have a really nice friend giving you a bigger monitor, but I mean, that's fine. Yes, we're playing Crab Game. Wow, that ended. Wow! Okay, so if you're trying to join in on the Crab Game, this is gonna be the last one. We are 2 hours into stream now. But yeah, we're just still continuing to talk random tech as people join in and play. Does anyone have game suggestions for the upcoming weeks aside from Halo Infinite and Crab Game that can host over 20 people and that's free to play? Because if not, I am considering doing Grand Theft Auto 5 because it's cheap enough and like most people by now probably have Grand Theft Auto 5. I think that would be a fun one to play in a future stream, but these Crab Game, like, very easy graphics, quick to download, quick to play. It's like ideal for, you know, people who just catch stream and want to join in real fast. Did we get Chris in here? Chris, are you joining yet? I don't see you in here because I remember your name had something to do with like sex at night or something. Oh, Rocket League. What is the max lobby for Rocket League? I'd be down for some Rocket League, actually. Yeah, and GTA 5, it was offered for free on Epic Games, so hopefully most... Oh, crap. We're playing Dodgeball now. I need to pay attention. But yeah, GTA 5 was offered for free, so... Hopefully people have that. And GTA is kind of old, so that, like, a lot of hardware can run it fine. Got him! I think that was me. No max lobbies 8 in Rocket League. What about Fall Guys? Fall Guys, isn't the max team, like... Isn't the max team in Fall Guys, like, 4? You can only pick 4 people, right? And I don't think you can make lobbies for a massive amount of people. I can look into it, but... Fall Guys, I don't think was... Oops, I'm not supposed to hit that person. Wrong... Hey! I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to hit you. There's... Got him. Or got them, rather. GTA... Yeah, I think GTA would be really fun. Like, we don't even have to do any of the games, which there's plenty of races and stuff to do. Just running around the city, I think it could get hectic, because everyone's going to want to blow each other up. Run away from tagged players. Okay. Hey! He just hit me off the platform. You can do custom lobbies up to 60 people. Okay, so Fall Guys, I'll consider. I need to write this down. On, like, my... Take this, fading chicken. Yeah, that's right. I pushed you off. CSGO, wait. I'm so bad at CSGO. Like, yeah, I'm so bad at it. And we play, could we use mods? So, with GTA, how does the modding stuff work? Like, does everyone have to have the same mods to be able to play in the same lobby? Wait, am I the... I'm not the bomb, am I? Oh, I'm the bomb?! I didn't even realize this whole time! Why didn't anyone tell me? No! I thought I was just chilling. No! Y'all just distracting me on chat and stuff. No, but, yeah, I just noticed that. I didn't see it because, I had snowballs on. Like, normally I'm used to the bomb just showing, yeah. For sure both work. No... Of guards and thieves? Oh, a normal 3060 is going for 816 in South Africa? Okay, that seems like a horrible price. But, no, not everyone needs the same mods unless it's roleplay server, you believe. GTA mods, you have to get 5M and it's hard to do private servers. Yeah, so, I need to look into that. So what I was thinking was, I give you guys my Rockstar ID. You guys join in on GTA, which hopefully the loading isn't horrible because GTA is known for that. Then you can just join friend lobby and join my lobby. So if you use mods, as long as it's not like blow everybody's cars up or like freaking, you know, the annoying mods that people hate that ruin the experience, I'd be okay with it. But if it is one of those, and if I'm able to, I would have to like kick the person. So. Alright, we got time for one more game. I think Melissa is ready to eat. And stream has been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes so far. With pretty good viewership. Even normally it starts tapering off when we start playing games. But yeah, did we ever get Chris in here? How do you get in, Chris? Join lobby with the friend code. Here. Okay. Wait, everyone, don't press ready. Trying to get some people in here. Where's Steam? I think I have you added. Oh, midnight. I don't see you online, Chris. Are you hidden? Oh, there you are. I don't even see you in the game. I cannot send an invite to you. Interesting. I thought we would be able to send game invite. Yeah, anyone can join this lobby. You just need that code I put into the chat. That's the code to let you into this lobby. This is gonna be the last game, unfortunately. I gotta eat, and then I gotta work on the video for this weekend as well. So we got some people joining. Okay, Midnight Sex, it looks like you're in. Are you running Windows 11? So I haven't even played with Windows 11 yet. That's on the list of videos to do, but I keep on having other videos to do pop up. But yeah, Windows 11, I haven't played with it much. My thinking is this: if you are using your computer for anything that is even remotely important to you, whether it be, for me, creating content on YouTube, but if you're using it for like homework, video editing, photo editing, side hustles like job work, do not go to Windows 11 until you are sure and have maybe tested it on like a secondary laptop or computer. If you go over too early, you might regret it, because reverting back isn't the easiest thing to do, typically with like Windows versions, especially for big upgrades like that. So yeah, if Windows 10 is working, if it ain't broke, why fix it, right? It's the same as like motherboard BIOS updates. Chris, you were in here, weren't you? Wait, Chris, are you in here? I just saw you on the list. The code should work. People have been joining. Yeah, it is a Steam version of Squid Game. Okay, so the way that, first of all, this game is like in beta, and it's a super cheap, like, I think one person made this game. But if multiple people are trying to join at the same time, I think it kind of bugs out. So you have to like close out of it and try to rejoin. What am I doing here? Trying to hit someone with a stick. Trying to hit this person up here with a stick, if I can. Whoever this person is with the antlers, I'm gonna get you. No. Stream's ending soon. Just finishing up this game, then I'll be up. Huh? That's like 5 minutes, I think.
No. 5 minutes to 30 minutes.
5 minutes. Someone hit me? Run. They're just tagging me right back. No! What's the time? We got 12 seconds. Run! Come on. I want to at least make it to the finals in one of these games. I died. Let's see. Packback Gaming. Have I tried 12th gen Intel? I haven't yet. I think I'm gonna try a 12th gen build here soon. I'll probably stick to DDR4 because no one can get DDR5 at a reasonable price. Plus, the performance difference isn't that much. So, yeah, I'll probably look to doing a build within at least the first quarter of this year. It won't let me join. Chris, I saw you in the list. I'm not sure if you saw earlier on stream. I saw you in the list earlier. I wonder what's up with that. A 3090 with 12th gen Intel. You're looking at 3090s. For me, I think like a 3070 would give all the performance I would ever want. Maybe a 3080. I think no, 37. I've always kind of liked the 70s kind of products from each generation. Like the 970, great card. GTX 1070, great card. I'm using a 2060 right now, but the 2070 was very solid, and I feel the same way about 3070. Like, it gives you not super crazy high-end performance, but it's like more than mid-tier. It's like that in-between sweet spot. I'm not a hard person to please when it comes to like graphics quality, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Like, when I'm playing games on low at 1080p on old systems, I honestly think it looks decent. I need most games at minimum 150 FPS max graphics. That's a tall order. Normally when people are pushing that higher frame rates, I guess unless they have the highest end hardware, yeah, they have to either choose one or the other. Graphics or FPS. You want a 3070 Ti? Ti? I'm trying to think how many Ti parts I've owned in the past. I think for my main rig, I've always used non-Ti parts. Non-Ti cards. And I think that's the game. Congrats, Jimmy Two Shoes. Alright, that's gonna be it for Crab Game. So I'm gonna close out the lobby now. Hey, I got some boxes. Oh, maybe I'll open that first. Let me open this box. This is like CSGO gambling, right? Oh, I got some red sandals. Uncommon. Let's go. Equip. Look at them sandals down there. But yeah, that's gonna be it for Crab Game. And that's gonna be it for the stream for the most part. I want to thank everyone, as always, for coming to stream, for supporting. Tonight's stream was awesome. I think with each stream, like, there's more and more people coming, as well as just keeping the chat lit. So hopefully we can keep that going. Next week, I'm going to look into, some people said Fall Guys, but I think GTA more people might have because it's free and it's so old and cheap now. So maybe free GTA lobbies. So I'll try to put a word out beforehand, just because I know GTA is like, what, 100 gigabytes now. So that's not something that, like, if you find out about during stream, you can download in time to play. So, yeah, that Fall Guys are some potential candidates. And then I'll look through the chat again and see what other potential games we can play. But, yeah, look forward to a video coming out this weekend. It's a pretty fun one. I was able to mix some new and used hardware into a build that I did for one of my friend's brother. So that should be out on Sunday. Other than that, though, I want to thank everyone again for coming, for your support, all the channel members, all the super chats, the donations, and tips. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this start of 2022. We have a whole year ahead of us, so yes, hope graphics cards come back in stock, and hope everyone just has a good year and all of that. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye. And we got the last minute Louis Czar super chat. Thank you. I cannot leave before saying thanks to that, but bye.